Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Deja Vu and I am now bringing you the third set of this, the Shinhan Bank Pro League 0809, Round 4, Week 3, Estro versus Hwaesung. In Set 1, Hiva took down Jaedong in a ZVZ on Battle Royale. Set 2, Sangho takes down Killer on Heartbreak Ridge. And now we go to Set 3, and I'm expecting a longer, probably better game than last time anyways. The last game was kind of disappointing. Killer was just not up to stuff. But Upmagic is out for Estro. That's him on the left. Terran player. He's actually pretty good. I enjoy him. His record doesn't speak to how much I like him anyways. I think he's a very creative player. And I'm just going to say this over and over again, but the new maps really benefit creative play, and I'm expecting him to play pretty well this season. I could see him having a pretty good Pro League. And his opponent for Oz will be the only Protoss worth mentioning on Oz, and that is Backho. He is finally recovered from his back injury, and he is raring and ready to go here. He is good to go. And let's see, I just want to get the starts positions out real fast. This is Neo Medusa. Upmagic is going to be in the right base at like the 3 o'clock position, and then Backho is going to be at about the 6:30, 7 o'clock position. And Neo Medusa is mostly like old Medusa, except you can build in the middle, which is a big difference, and it has helped Terrans a lot versus Protoss. Terrans are 11-7 on this map, so that is a 61% win rate. And it's getting up there in terms of numbers. It's starting to get to the point where you can consider it, I mean, it's become significant enough that you can consider it a balanced favor for Terran. And I know a lot of people like to give Backho grief. I know Caller likes to call his zealous holots or whatever, which is kind of funny. But he's actually a better player, I think, than a lot of people recognize. He's pretty solid. I mean, both Backho and Upmagic have pretty similar win-loss rates. And Backho, if you get a chance, go check out the GOM Classic Season 3. Check out his Game 3 versus Piano. That was pretty epic. But we'll see what happens in this game. It is Neo Medusa, like I said, so it will probably be... I expect both players to go pretty standard. It's possible someone maybe goes for cheese, but no cheese going on here on Medusa. It's generally a map that I don't see a lot of cheese on. Usually it's pretty standard. Rather than going cheese, most people, if they're going to go for some sort of early crazy build, will break down the temples and use the minerals there to maybe get a probe up there and behind the base and throw down cannons or something, or just wait until you get lurkers or something and break down the temples there. And as a Protoss player, you really need to make sure that your temples don't get broken. And yeah, now they're going to go show Lee Jaedong, and they're probably just talking about how he lost earlier. But on this map, I think you really want to make sure you protect those temples. And actually, here we have Backho going for a 12 next here at his mineral only on his behind his base. So that is definitely a very audacious early build there. He's going to go for that early economic advantage, and I don't think an Upmagic is going to scout Backho last. So Backho may actually get away with this. He's just now throwing down a gateway, obviously no assimilator or anything yet. And Upmagic is just going to turtle up with his first base. He has a barracks up, he's walled off, and he is going to build a marine or two. And yeah, those marines are going to be more or less worthless. About the only thing that they're going to do is stop Backho from getting a scout on. But other than that, they're not really going to do anything. There won't be any early Dragoon pressure or anything. And actually, Upmagic has canceled the marine there. He probably knows his timing so well that when Backho actually didn't scout him just now, when he canceled his marine and said, obviously Upmagic is doing something, going for a 12 nexus if he didn't scout me yet, so I'm just going to lift off and build a command center. So yeah, that is a absolutely great reactionary play from Upmagic. And actually no, he did produce the one marine, so it is one racks into CC, but that is I think that's what happened there. He knew that Backho went for that 12 nexus since there was no scout and decided to go for a command center. Otherwise, going for that fast of a command center would be really dangerous against, say, a 2-gate range build or something like that. 2-gate range and 2-gate obs into expansion or something like that. Going for something like this would be very dangerous for Upmagic to it would be almost untenable for him. So I've got to assume that that's what he was thinking. And if so, that was a great play, because that means that his expansion, his second expansion, is going to give him or his second base is going to give him gas, whereas Backho's will not. And Factory finally going up for Upmagic, obviously delayed because of the command center. And the 2 Marines there should be able to stop this probe from getting a scout, although we will see if it slips through. Probe trying to slip through, it's just dancing around. Upmagic not even responding. Okay, now he's moving his Marines out. He's gonna, oh, that probe is gonna go down. Nope, just barely lived. It has about 12 hit points left or so. Factory about half done, and yeah, I think Backho is going to have to do some damage here. At this point, he's the one that's behind right now. He's going to have to be the one that pushes the action here. Bunker going down for Upmagic, and the 2 Marines are in there. And Upmagic smart there, mining out the minerals that are in front of his temple, so that way no probes or anything can go back there. He probably wasn't worried about any sort of buildings going back there. Just if the probe can get there, do the pylon trick, it would get a scout in on his base, and he just doesn't want Backho to even get a scout, because Upmagic, you crazy man, Upmagic is going for the mineral only as well, so he's going for a 3-base CC, 3-base Terran within the first 6 minutes of the game. That is nuts. That is really nuts to see 3 CCs down for a Terran player in the first 6 minutes, and yeah, that is pretty awesome. And he is just completely taking advantage of the fact that Backho went for this extremely slow build with that 12 next, and Backho just does not want to move out right now. I mean, yeah, he only has 4 goons, but guess what? Upmagic's only got like 3 Marines, a barrack, a bunker, and I think he might have a tank producing now. The machine shop was spinning at that factory and everything, so I think he might be producing a tank now. But he could have done a lot of damage. But yeah, that's what happens when you don't get a scout in at all. This is what happens. Second refinery going down for Upmagic, as well as an engineering bay. We did see the robo going up for Backho. So yeah, it looks like he is going to go for the robo. I don't know whether that'll be OBS first or robotics support bay first. We will see which one he goes first. I suspect it will be OBS, because he has no idea what's going on. So if there are mines, that would be really bad for him. And now we're seeing the first-person view of Backho, and yeah, he's going nuts. He's rallying all his gateways, he's rallying some things to the front of his natural, and I think he's contemplating taking his 3rd base as well. And he doesn't know what Upmagic is doing, so he can't make the decision to take his 3rd base, which he either needs to take his 3rd base or do some damage soon. And that was siege was researched at that machine shop, and 2 tanks are out and sieging. And another building going up in front above that bunker to form more of a wall. It's probably just a supply depot, just to form more of a block. And the robo has completed, and there's the observatory. Observatory first, so he's going to go for some observers just in case there's some mines and things out on the field. And Upmagic's engineering bay has been completed, and he's throwing turrets in a lot of different places. Just any place where a dropship might come and try and come in for a Reaver harass or a DT drop or anything like that. He's setting them up so that way he's only setting up 1 at each of these places, but what that does is it lets him see where the drop is coming from, get a little bit earlier reaction, and it makes it so that Backho will have trouble doing shuttle micro, because there will be less of an area where he can actually dance with his shuttle. So this is pretty nice play by Upmagic here. That is a lot of turrets, actually. That looks like 7, 8, 9 turrets, something like that. That is a lot of turrets. That is a lot of detection, a lot of turrets. But when you go for this 3cc build, you know, I mean, Upmagic's build is actually slower than Backho's, despite how slow Backho's is. And when he goes for that 3cc build, Upmagic doesn't really have much of an idea of what Backho's doing either. He did send a couple SCVs in there randomly, and I think the one actually saw the robo facility, which was probably good for him. But yeah, when you're both playing in the dark, you tend to play a little bit safer, and Upmagic is throwing up a lot of turrets because of that. No, I don't see any ComSat stations even yet. I don't know if he has an academy, or maybe I missed it. He might want to get some scan out pretty soon. Yeah, okay, academy is up, and ComSat station are being built now. And those will be definitely useful. And actually, I think Backho may have just double expanded. I see he did set up his expansion at his natural gas there, but he may have even taken the 9 o'clock base there and also thrown up another base there. So if he can get that up and running, he will be able to get and get competitive again. And yeah, that is exactly what he did. He did do a double expand there, and tons of factories going down. That's 4 more factories. That'll put Upmagic at 6 factories as soon as those are all completed. Those are all going down at once, and a lot of tanks being produced. He's not even bothering with vultures or Goliaths or anything quite yet, because he's decided to go completely turtle at this point. So he's just going to turtle up, macro up, probably going to throw down an armory or 2, go for some upgrades, and then push out whenever he feels ready.